And we started doing everything by ourselves, but it was so bad. After we joined the program in week 2, the last product started blowing up and it's been fucking insane. It's like around 80. If you learn how to go viral, your life will be never the same again. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm fucking great. It feels unreal to see you here.
Happy to see you here as well, man. First of all, let's get started with your story. How did everything go? I'm sure it's been like a lot of downs as well, but let's go through the whole process.
It's been amazing, and probably the best part of it's been the down, right? Because this is where you learn the most. We had some supplier issues also, apart from what we were talking before. It's much better to learn it now with 10K than not 100K.
Yes.
So that was fucking great. But
yes,
for my story, like I was living in Australia for 4 years during COVID. I was just living the fucking dream. And April last year, I came back home. The plan was to play poker. But after 3 weeks, I was like, fuck, this is not the best vehicle. It was easy to make like 3K a month. Maybe in a year you could make it. But to get to like 10K, 20K, 50K a month, to scale it up, I didn't feel it was easy. So I did what everyone does, right? How the fuck do I make money from home? And I started trying everything. I did affiliate marketing. I did YouTube automation. I did paid advertising, lost a bunch of money, and nothing worked. Like I didn't put as much effort as you have to put to something to work, but yeah, nothing worked. And after I went to the Camino de Santiago, first day, fucked up my ankle, and it was the best thing that has ever happened to me because it gave me time. And after I discovered you guys, a couple of other channels talking about organic, and they said you only need time and you don't need much money. And I was like, bro, that's exactly what I have, time, and I don't have much money. So I started. I'm doing this with my friend who is just right here with me, and we went to watch the football team of our village, which is like fourth, like the worst division ever. And I was like there, and I was like, bro, I found this thing. I have 2 products that I want to buy and start filming. Let's do it together. But halftime, we went home, bought the product, so fucking excited, and we started doing everything by ourselves. But bro, it was so bad.
What was bad about it?
Like everything, the pace, the light, the storyline, absolutely everything you talk about, we did it perfectly wrong. Like, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We started trying a bunch of products. We joined another course first. We had the first semi-winner, and after we joined the program, and since I think week 2, the last product started blowing up, and it's been fucking insane.
How much did you make from that?
The second product, it's been around 50K. In 40 days or something like that.
In 40 days?
Maybe a month and a half.
Nice. Maybe you can share your screen and we can go through the numbers.
Let's go. You know where we started doing the AOV stuff that you say? Fucking here, brother. Like 2 days before they closed the store, we had maybe 15 orders before they closed. All of them used the app card. It's 90% and we lost so much money there. And after Zipify, the same. And we are not even optimized. We don't know shit about it.
That's the thing. Like, even if you just test one thing, you instantly see the uptick. But later on, when you start split testing everything, you're going to see how insane it becomes. You know, right now, you say 90% of everybody takes it. Maybe that's too many people taking it because it's too cheap. So you have to make it a little bit more expensive, right? So you need to like play around with it. And it's going to take like a month or so to optimize everything. And things are going to be just so much better like later on. So it is what it is, especially on high scales. You're going to see small changes make very big differences. And I assume that's what you saw like a few days ago when you did it. It would be useless to do it from the get-go because you didn't have any orders. But then when you start getting the orders, you need to like switch your thinking, you know? Then there's those small little details which actually were irrelevant start to matter later on. You're saying how difficult it was and how much you guys have worked. Be honest here. How many hours per day for how long have you been doing this full time until it started to become profitable?
Every fucking hour that we are awake, we don't do nothing about it apart from that. We want to retire our fucking parents in less than 2 years. So this is lots of money to be made.
How much do you think you need to retire them?
At least $1 million cash, right?
Yeah.
To be safe. Apart from whatever we have. Like,
I think there's 2 components to that. One is like the amount of money you have in the bank account. And the other one is how much on a consistent basis do you make per month in profit after tax, after everything? Because if the amount you make per month is big enough from every month, it's not that difficult to retire them.
Yeah.
If you give them like 5K a month, is much less than 1 million cash. But they will see that as insane, right? More than enough to not work anymore. I know. Well, let's talk about the learning curve here. Obviously, you said it was really bad in the beginning. What changed over time? Which improvements did you make? And what was the main impulses you had to get to actually be here?
100%. The most important thing is to listen to people that knows what you want to do. I learned more in your channel than in my fucking career in 4 years. Like for real, 100%. If you have $1,000 in your bank account, don't try to get an amazing mentor. You can't yet. Like you will be able to later. Just go online. There is good material for free. So just listen to people that knows what you are doing. Also focus on your habits. Focus on your habits. Whatever you do daily will determine what you become. There is a quote that I fucking love that says, men don't decide their future. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their future. And it makes lots of sense to me. Like, day by day.
Exactly. And it's just the volume which compounds over time, because the learning everyone is going to get through posting 10 plus videos a day is ridiculous. And you're going to see so much things going in and out, and you see so many different things. And it's so easy to split test different things if you have such a high output. I know a lot of people who are trying this and then post a few videos a day for a week and nothing works and they basically stop. This is not how it should be. Like, you should never be expecting anything to work before you actually tried in volume. You have to calculate in your head in hundreds. And especially, it's going to overpower everything you do when you have people who just like give you small tweaks. Because in the beginning, when you don't do shit anyways, nothing matters, right? But when you have this volume, these small tweaks actually matter. And if somebody tells you, okay, this is something which you constantly in every single video do wrong, change this, it's going to be better. So which specific things did you guys had to improve after listening to the team?
We tried to be more real. You know, at first it was really fast paced, like nothing made sense. The storyline was disgusting. What you also say all the time, all the guys, it's like try to copy viral ideas. We are aware that we don't know shit. So we just go out there and we copy what's working, even from other videos, whatever, and we apply it to the products and it fucking works.
How many videos did you have to post to start seeing success?
I think 1,000 until today, not until we made money. Like we are doing 14 a day. In a month, it's already 420. And we have been 4 months, let's say 1.5 or something like that.
It goes quick if you have this volume. That's something which people don't understand. And to post 400 videos, for some people, takes half a year. But what you said is, it takes you a month to post 400 plus videos, right?
We are 2, but yeah.
Yes. But it is what it is. Like, volume is still real. Even if people post like 250 videos or 200 per month, that's a lot. That's a lot of videos. Did you have moments where you just didn't want to do shit, or you fell down and you wanted to quit, or was it very obvious to you? There's no
automatic way? Absolutely no fight. No, sir. Like, boom. Like, you have these moments. Maybe something crosses here, and you are like, what the fuck? You see the big picture. What are we trying to achieve? And it's amazing that we are 2.
Yes. You just have to have some sort of accountability. And by the way, I don't want to encourage people to just start partnerships just because they have to. Okay. So like, usually if people are doing things by themselves, you shouldn't actively go out there and search for a friend who's going to want to do it with you. What happened to you? That's an amazing case where both of you are motivated. Usually that doesn't happen. When you're the guy who's doing dropshipping and you have to convince someone else of the idea of doing dropshipping and they don't even like comprehend what is out there and just want to do something else, it usually doesn't work out that way. Okay. So I wouldn't recommend people to do that like that. But if you have somebody who you can do this together with, it makes everything so much easier. For me, I in the beginning didn't have anybody who was into dropshipping. What I did was I found a guy who is doing university. And I was like, I'm going to run my Facebook ads and you do your university stuff. Let's just sit together and do it. And every morning we held each other accountable of, okay, what's the plan for the day? And in the evening, we saw if the other person actually did it or not. And that was something which genuinely was insane to me. Like, I couldn't do shit by myself. Before that, I genuinely was not able to be super productive for 8 hours straight. But I did this, and then I was able to transfer that into me doing it by myself when he was not there anymore. That just got the ball rolling. And later it was very natural to make a plan in the morning, to do it for 8 hours, and then basically you're done. So a lot of people have these moments of motivation where they start 25 new habits. They wake up at 3 a.m. like after they took a shower and they're super motivated and hyped up, and then they want to do 1,000 things at the same time. But in reality, it doesn't work like that. You're going to find no success in any of them if you look at the next year. You're not going to keep doing them for the next year. You're going to do it max for a week and then you're going to stop. How hyped and motivated you're talking, I'm sure you guys doing it together, it makes it so much easier to actually get to that point.
Insanely. Like it's the best thing that has ever happened to us. Like, because I did it from April to October, I was here by myself, like every fucking day. I was crazy, almost crazy. And to have someone like this is the best thing that has happened to us. Like, you are damn right. Like, you cannot force anyone to do this.
It is what it is, and it's very annoying, and it sounds like egotistical sometimes, but sometimes you literally have to forget about everything else, and you don't have time for the rest. There's no friends time. There's sometimes even no family time for a couple of months where you only focus on one thing. Because think about the big picture. Big picture is if you're going to be able to crush, your entire surrounding is going to have a better life. If you're close to me, you have an amazing life. Like genuinely, I don't have anybody in my circle who has a bad life because they are next to me. I try to constantly give them opportunities everywhere. And if they don't take it, that's fine. But usually the people who see it, they are in the boat. They're doing things with me together. But
how does it feel, Michael?
No, it feels amazing. It feels amazing.
Much better than any car or anything, right?
No, much better, much better. Like
better.
Me going to the office and seeing like all my best friends and just like having the best time of my life in there, it doesn't even feel like work, right? When I started doing it with my friends, we just like opened an office and did everything together there. And it was the most amazing time ever. Now I have a different time of my life. It's just periods, you know? So I think it's very important for people to understand, focus on one thing and only do that one thing, but set it up right.
Mostly at first. People is like, no, diversify. Fuck it. You have to go all in one thing. And after, have the time.
So there's just not enough time in the beginning before you have outsourced a ridiculous amount of things. You're not going to be able to mix business with mostly anything. It's going to take a few years, not a couple of months, years, until you have a proper team who's going to manage everything and you're not going to have to be involved like super deeply.
Is it real, Michael, that the best part is the start? I know now you are in an amazing situation and it must feel great, but the grind of the first days, was that incredible or not that much?
It's fun. It's super, super fun. For me personally, I wouldn't say it was the best time. I would say that like after the grind paid off and I was way more confident because of that, the time started to become better. I think the people I was doing it with later on just made it more fun. So the grind was one really cool experience. But now I get to do things which just I only can do because I have so much time.
Yeah.
And these things can sometimes be more fun than the grind, but sometimes I also feel like an idiot. It feels sometimes like a waste of time to do just fun stuff because I have the business, right? So it has to be a mix, and that's also why I keep surrounding myself with people who are not up there, are way more motivated, and I try to force myself a little bit down so I don't get too cocky and arrogant.
It must be difficult sometimes.
First of all, I'm not up there. Like I'm
well up there, brother.
I'm good, but there's levels. There's still levels, and the goals just changed so much because in the beginning, the main point was just make 3K profit per month passively. That's the only thing I wanted to do. Then it was 5K, then it was 10K, then it was 20K, then it was 30K, then it was 50K, then it was 100K. Now I want to make like $1 million in profit a month, but I feel like is that going to change anything? No, but it's just kind of invented goals. You know, there's no changes of me doubling my money right now. Like there was a moment after 100K profit a month where I stopped feeling anything. There's no change whatsoever if it's like 100, 150, 200, or 80. These numbers are not real. Because honestly, if you hate the thing you're doing, 20K is enough and then enjoy your life, right? So to even get to 100, it's almost impossible to not like it. So
would you say the big difference is at 20K?
I think I understand that 10K is enough for one person per month. I thought it's more than enough for everyone, but business 10 to 20K are very different than salary 10 to 20K because it's so much worse. Business is so much worse than salary because in reality, if you make 20K in profit, like the only benefit of doing that with a business is that there's way more up potential, right? In a job, you're capped at like 10, 20 is an insane job, but it's stable. A job is very stable. And in business, you still have in the back of your head that I had 3 good months, but who knows what's going to happen and if this is still going to be the same in the next 3 months and the next 6 months.
That's the beauty, right?
It is the beauty, but in terms of spending, it's not that because the confidence of spending all the 20K is not there, right?
Because you never know.
Exactly. So I think to be able to comfortably spend like 20, 30K a month every month for just private stuff, for friends, for family, for gifts and stuff like that, you need to make at least like 60 because of the mental thing. Like you never feel that confident about spending the full amount for a full year, right? Like every month. And this is something which like people don't talk about, but it's real. And business has a lot of downsides. And the main point is if you start something, you actually do it or you don't do it. And it's fine. And this is something which I think is also very important because I constantly hear this where people in the business bubble, they think that having a job is the worst place to be in life because that's where you want to get out. Like that's why you do the business. But there's a lot of components to that because usually the people who are in business because they had a shit job, because the job was so bad that they thought that is the job world, right? There are tons of great jobs which genuinely are super fun. You make a lot of money, are fulfilling. You can be wherever you want. You don't have to work insane over hours. If you have these components, you're going to have an amazing life with a job. And that's also something which I learned through hiring people. If you hire someone, but you think jobs are for idiots, you're never going to be able to build a proper relationship. You know, you're never going to have good employees who trust you if you, in the back of your head, you're constantly thinking like, why don't you just build a dropshipping store? What the fuck are you doing with your life? If you think that, then you're not going to find good people. You're not going to treat them well, and it's not going to be the right dynamic, especially if it's people you like. Because if you like your employee, but in reality, you know what's best for him, which is not the job, why do you hire them? Like you're being a bad person right now because you're not doing him the best favor, right? Did you have specific goals like in numbers when you just started all of this? Because you said you wanted to first do poker, which is a very interesting.
I started playing poker in 2019 and I was doing well. Like I loved it. Everything was great. Just when I moved to Australia, I arrived there and I realized that online poker is fucking illegal there. So I was like, no fucking way. What am I going to do now?
I think like from what I've heard, you can compare poker and business pretty well because you can work for a month and lose money, which is ridiculous in a job. Again, in a job, that's not a possibility at all. But in a business, you can work for half a year and not make any money, lose money on top. So did you do poker full?
No, not like full. No, I didn't make a wage, but I was like studying a lot. And before coming to Spain, preparing for it, and I arrived here and I realized that what I told you before, like it's easy to make a living, but it's really difficult to scale it up. Like if you want to make 100K a month, well, you will have to do online courses, YouTube videos about teaching poker, like info products. This would make sense. I would prefer this part rather than the like playing part, but it's amazing for your mindset, poker.
Yeah.
You have to deal with your emotion. It's really, really good. But the money that you can make doing this, like it's been maybe 3 months, 4 months that we are doing that. And I didn't even show you. We have another store with 30K or something like that.
Oh, so how much is it in total?
It's like around 80.
Really?
You want me to show the other one?
Sure.
Yeah, this one, it was better like a month ago or something, but we're still making like a couple hundred some days. And yeah, the goal, it has always been like 10K a month profit, which is a lot because we are two. And
so it's 20.
It's like at least 40, and after taxes and everything, wow, it's a lot of money. We will get there soon, I hope. And I really want to retire my parents. It's not that they don't like their job, but I'm like, my mom is turning 60 in 1 year and 8 months.
You would be shocked how difficult it is to get people out of their jobs. I noticed this with my grandparents. When they stopped working, they aged 10 times faster. Like it was insane. It was insane. And it just feels like when you have a responsibility, then everything is fine. But then when you don't have this responsibility, you either replace it with something else, or like they feel like there's no point anymore.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that when you do that, there's a switch, and she needs to have a very passionate hobby. Like
Yeah.
for my dad, for example, he loves drawing, like he's an artist. So he's just like drawing all day and it keeps him busy. But you need to make sure that there's, after like 30, 40 years of working in one job, it's very difficult to get out of that and find something else which you're getting new passion from. Yeah.
It will be hard for her, not as much for my dad, but she works here like 100 meters from home, 36, 37 years. And she's the number one disbeliever, brother. Like, she doesn't believe anything. She doesn't give a shit. She's like, go get a job. Every day, every fucking day. Yeah. And she's the one that will enjoy it the most, because I don't really like spending. My dad don't like spending. She fucking loves shopping and everything. So.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Okay, I'm going to share the screen, Michael.
Yep.
So here we had a good start. After it's been like nothing crazy. But I think it's our fault also. Like, all this time we focused more on the other product, which was going insane. It's not an excuse, but I think I feel like if we put more effort on this one, we can still make some good money. But it's not a product that we love. So as soon as we have 2-3 more products making money, probably we will gradually abandon that one.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. Nice. So in total, we have like 70K here.
It's 28 plus 48. And also we were having another product that we made maybe, I don't know, a K or something. But when we entered the program, the guy said it wasn't the best. And after, from this product, we had another store which made 3-4K. So we are almost at 80, like really, really, really close.
How much profit is that?
I would say like 56 to 58%. Something like that.
So around like 40K?
Yeah, to be safe, 40, probably a bit more, 43. 40.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a very good start. I just see a good trajectory from here up. It seems like you guys have like the head is in the right space. So I don't
really appreciate it, brother.
No, for sure. For sure. So, like, how would you sum up the program? How was your experience with
it? It's
that?
been fucking insane. The best part is, like, you are with people, like, they are fucking experts at what you are trying to achieve. And it's much easier. It's like if you go to the gym, you can do whatever you want. Probably not even in a year you will learn anything. If you go 2 months with a personal trainer that trains with you every fucking rep, the guy is like, no, do this, do that. Your life will be much, much, much easier. Like, I studied economics, right? And my teachers, they worked for the government.
Yeah.
They were trying to teach me business. Like, here, all you guys have your business. So if you say, do this, we are never going to fucking ask, but why? But no, we just do this. That's pretty much what we do. We know that if we are not doing this, we are fucking wasting time. Even more as a beginner. If you learn how to go viral, your life will be never the same again.
Yes. Yes. Doesn't matter how you use that skill, but it's a ridiculously powerful skill.
That's it.
So yeah, for everybody watching right now, if you actually think you are ready and you think you're going to be able to start and do it until it works, you can click the link below, sign up for a call. We see if it's a good fit. And yeah, then we can take it from there. Again, like, I'm looking forward for an update case study when you hit your first 100K profit or so. And
right. We will see you really soon, Michael.
Oh,
thank you very much for your time, brother.
For sure, bro. For sure.
You have a good one.
Good one. Bye-bye.